Referee's blown a whistle and we are ready for tip-off. And Surrey with the tip. Tony Hicks to start the first possession for the Surrey Scorchers. Walsh at the top, swinging the ball round. Good ball movement there from Surrey. Back to Walsh, who drives the lane, and Chris Porter-Bunton gets both hands on the ball, and that is a jump ball.
Jump ball, man. He's a great defensive player, Chris Porter-Bunton, and just getting his hands in the right place. Evan trying to be physical and strong to start off with, just hasn't worked out.
Evan Walsh looking to play full court defense on Ricky McGill early, just to try and disrupt him. Chris Porter-Bunton at 45 degrees, and Ricky McGill back on the ball. Swings it across to Will Neighbour. Back to Ricky McGill, who's attacking the lane. Mike myself for the free ball. Doesn't fall. Surrey now back in possession, and back to that man Walsh again, who attacks the basket, and again no good.
Stays aggressive, but again didn't work out. But this tactic here of him trying to work Ricky McGill, we'll see if it can throw off his rhythm.
Yeah, that's going to be a big ask, you know, but I think Surrey certainly have the weapons to do that and switch that around occasionally. Mike Marcel now attacks the rim.
Nice pass.
Michael Charobia with the big dunk and gets the first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, just talking about him, nice move. Again, doesn't come off for Evan.
Evan, 3 possessions for Surrey Scorchers, and 3 times Evan was to the basket, but unsuccessful. So Ricky McGill off the pick there from Mike with the pull-up, and that one drops. And 4-0 Plymouth Raiders. You know, Ricky is fantastic off the screen, and he can pull up on a dime. You know, great shot from him. That's his bread and butter.
Yeah, that's the matchup we wanted right there. We got Hicks. You saw his eyes go wide open and did what he does.
So referee's just stopping possession, I believe. Just a little bit of sweat on the floor, just mopping that one up, and Tony Hicks brings up the ball for the Surrey Scorchers. Horn screen set at the top. Lacey James from free, doesn't fall. And it's going to be a Raiders ball after Walsh and Chris both went up for that rebound. Lacey James trying to stretch the floor there, something you don't see very often.
Yeah, just it doesn't seem like a lot of player movement at the moment, so a little bit stagnant. So let's see what they do here.
High screen there from Michael Charobia, putting Ricky downhill. This time it doesn't drop, and Surrey, I thought we're going to push out in transition fast, but seem to have slowed down now.
Yeah, interesting right now is that you thought they'd be playing really, really fast. At the moment, they seem to be playing at a canter, but nice move there from Tony Hicks.
Yeah, tough shot from Tony Hicks, another player similar to Ricky who can pull up out of nothing. But yeah, it's very, very static from the Surrey Scorchers right now. Will Neighbour down a low post. Tough to guard down there, especially with that little hook shot.
Nice move, taking advantage of that matchup right there. He's got the size advantage.
And Tony again with the 1v1 pull-up, doesn't fall. Mike Marcel comes away with it.
Yeah, this is a big problem right now. They're not getting the ball moving. You know, this is not going to work out for them if they stick at this. Nice move.
Nice move by Mike. And talk about Mike, Big Mike was getting physical inside there as well, but Mike Marcel found the lane because of that, and nice easy finish in the end.
That was a great screen there by Ocharobia.
So Teo now trying to control the game. Gives it to Tony Hicks. He comes off the pick. Back to Teo. Nearly swiped. And there's going to be a big outlet pass for the free, which doesn't drop.
Nice pass. Wow. On the money right there. That was some quarterback stuff. We are watching basketball, guys, not American football.
That was a quick run. As soon as that ball changed possession, pinpoint pass to Chris Porter-Bunton, and the foul is drawn. Chris will go to the line for 2, and that's the first foul of the game, which is actually quite surprising based on how these teams have played in recent matchups.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Surrey were going to come out a lot quicker. They've surprised me here. But Raiders are taking advantage right now.
First one drops, he'll be glad of that.
Nice. 10-2 start.
Yeah, 2 from 2. Very positive start for the Plymouth Raiders, and Surrey need to really pull something out of the bag here. Not let this game get away from them too quick, too early. McLemore swings it round there to Hicks, into Lacey James. This is where he likes the ball, and he's going to go to work now on Mike Ocharobia. Twists and turns. Can he get the shot away? Yes, he can. But the foul is called right at the end there, and he will now go to the line for 2.
Very crafty right there, what he did. He realised that he wasn't winning that battle, so kind of turned it into where he tempted Ocharobia to foul him, and he took the bait, sadly.
Yeah, and this is a thing, and this is something for everyone at home to watch out for, is sometimes these shots aren't based to go in, if that makes sense. You know, even though they throw it up there, sometimes they just want to get that foul and put the team in, put the player into some foul problems and put themselves on the free throw line.
Yeah, no, for sure. He missed the first one there, a little bit short. Nice, hits the second one. They're staying with this tactic right now of Evan Walsh really working Ricky McGill. Oh,
and it's paid off that time. Yeah, I think that was. Do you know sometimes when you're pressured but not pressured, and it just didn't work out there. Bounced off the foot.
He's a little relaxed, you know. Coach James just gave him the look.
Don't you do that again, look.
I don't think he was too angry, but it was just the look, you know.
Seo pulls up for 3, and you can't leave him too far open because he will knock it down. And now we're 10-6. And McGill, pretty clever there, gets in front of Walsh. And then as soon as he's in front of him, puts on the brakes, and Walsh is straight into the back of him.
Yeah, a little bit of a naive foul right there. You know, just work him and then get back in front of him, but just clipped him on the heels.
So Ricky back in control. No changes from either team right now. We're approaching 5-minute mark. Mark Ocharobia is going to go to work. Doesn't fall, gets a rebound, puts it back in, gives himself a rebound and a bucket right there.
Just a worker, man. He's just an absolute worker. Misses the first shot, chases it again, manages to knock it down.
Seo 2 from 2. Off the pick and pop right there, and
chase him off the line. Don't let him get comfortable there. You can see Coach James, you know, Will was looking as if to say, what more can I do? But you've got to just get him off that 3-point line. Don't let him get comfortable.
So Mike Morcell now at the top. Mike Ocharobia with the screen. Mike Morcell downhill. He gets fouled as well by Lacey James.
It's tough, man. When Morcell gets downhill and he's got those big shoulders, comes to that jump stop, it's tough to stop him.
And you have multiple weapons on the Raiders team as well. So you pick and roll. Mike Ocharobia is going to go to work. If you pick and pop, you've got jump shooters like Will Neighbour, and you're going to get the lane to the basket as well.
Yeah, just pick your poison right now. Plymouth just playing with some real poise, and like you said, find the weapons that they're giving you. Be patient.
So Will swings it up to Chris Porter-Bunton. He attacks Tony Hicks. Interesting, Tony Hicks hid his hands there. He really didn't want to foul, did he, right there?
No, he could see that. I think that Porter-Bunton was a little bit out of control, so he tried to resist the need to dip his hand in the cookie jar and did a good job.
So when subs are called and Cam Hildreth and Ashley Hamilton are the ones for either team that are on the court, you know you've got a pretty strong roster, right?
Yeah, exciting times. Looking forward to seeing both of them get going now. I think for Surrey, they've got to try and speed this game up somehow, because if it stays like this, Plymouth are just in control and cruising.
So back to Teo, guarded by Ashley Hamilton. These guys have come up against each other. And Teo with a pull-up. That one misses, and the Raiders are off to the races.
Yeah, get him in those uncomfortable spots. That's where they want to do it. Ashley worked him really well there.
Ball swings up to Ashley Hamilton with Chris Porter-Bunton. He comes off the screen from Ash. Pass is picked away from Cam Hildreth, and he's off to the races. And there's another foul, and I believe, is that 2 on Chris Porter-Bunton? No, it's his first.
probably a smart foul right there. You really don't want Cam getting downhill with that ball. So
I think it is a smart foul, but I don't think he meant it to be, because you can see the frustration that he got called for that. But on comes Elvisi Dusha. So you're bringing on strength for strength, really.
Yeah, that's right. Just a savvy guard now coming into the game. That's what you need. Just try and keep control of this game.
Tough move, but great defense from Mike Ocherobi, who making it very difficult for Lacey James right now. And here comes Ash Hamilton, one-on-one to the basket, doesn't drop. Lacey with the board, and here comes Tony Hicks, who needs to push the floor. He does so.
Don't let him get there. Nope.
Free from Teo.
I think you've got to run at him.
Yeah, run at him. That's a hand in the face, but still not enough.
Yeah, I think for that situation, you just got to chase him off the three-point line. You knew what he was going to do there.
Here comes McGill into Mike Ocherobi, a nice pick and roll action. Good extension from Mike Ocherobi, and he's playing very well in this first quarter.
Good, nice and smooth.
Yeah, if you're Surrey right now, you want to go back to Teo, and they do just that for another free, but that is all there from Teo on that one.
Got lucky there. I think Coach James would have been really unhappy if he'd got another wide open three and knocked it down, so dodged a bullet there.
So Mike back up to set the screen, does so. Ricky comes off it, up to Elvisi Dusha. He attacks on Tony Hicks, but here's Ashley Hamilton.
Nice.
Looks like Lacey James got hands on the ball on Ashley Hamilton, but kept possession. Mike Morcell, he's relentless. He grabs that rebound and gets it and draws the foul.
Yeah, you had that Dusha-Hamilton connection right there. They've played together for a long time. They know each other. It was a great cut by Hamilton. Surprised there wasn't a call there, but Morcell stayed aggressive and gets to the line.
That's 2 fouls now, I believe, on Lacey. So you got Rickman in the game now, and is Dean Winless as well. And coming in for Plymouth Raiders is Denzel Ubiaro and Will Neighbour back into the game.
Yeah, interesting to see what Surrey do here now. Gone a little bit bigger.
Second one drops for Mike Morcell, but Surrey are creeping back in it. Although they look slow and they don't look like they get anything going, but because of Teo shooting those free balls, they are back in the game.
Yeah, we need to be careful here. Oh, you don't want to go under that screen. They just went under the screen there. Hicks knew it, and you know he's going to pull the trigger as soon as he sees that.
He needs no invitation to shoot the ball, that's for sure.
No.
So here comes Elvisi Dusha for Plymouth Raiders. Swings it to Mike Morcell. Morcell into Neighbour. Neighbour likes it down there, and he shows it why. That's a tough matchup for Cam right there.
He's got great poise, man. He's just a nice little cut down the lane. Cam was looking for it, I think, trying to flop a little bit, and he resisted the need to lean in and just...
Yeah, blocking foul there on Cam Hildreth. But just down the other end there, Hicks looking to throw it up for the big guy right there. But it looks like they're kind of forcing that matchup, you know. Sometimes when big guys come off the court, like when Mike Ocherobi as 5-man comes off the court, you don't need to keep going in there, because actually Will Neighbour's a good defender and he's a big body, so don't force that. Surrey just need to have some sort of composure right now.
Yeah, I think that was an interesting little collision right there. I think Cam may have a little bit of a case there for what he was trying to do, but yeah, I think Plymouth have just got to keep their poise here. I think they probably will want to play a little bit tighter on Tony Hicks and not give Teo quite as much space, and then you probably would have had a little bit more of a sizable gap. Yeah,
for sure. So Elliot Senton's coming in for Plymouth Raiders, Raptopoulos coming in for Surrey Scorchers. Good to see Elliot back on the court. Had a couple of niggles of recent, but he's looking like he's fit and recovered, which is good.
Yeah, only a good thing for Plymouth and the depth of this team, so good to see.
So Cam now attacks, swings it to Raptopoulos. Good defense again. You know, Ashley Hamilton, I would say the smaller of the two, but you know, that's not normally something you say with Ashley Hamilton, because he's an absolute fantastic defender, and he will defend the big, you know, and he won't have any issues with it whatsoever.
No, he can defend multiple positions, and that's what makes him such a valuable player. You know, people just think about the offensive end, but he is a great defensive, versatile weapon.
Denzel Ubiara swings around for VC Dusha. Ashley Hamilton tries to get through, and Dean Winlass with really a silly foul, as Ashley just tries to make that cut, especially when you're sitting on in foul trouble. You just kind of got to let him cut through and defend the pass right there.
Yeah, Hamilton is one of the most fouled players in the league. He's also very, very smart at drawing that foul, so I think Winlass just sort of played into a physical battle that he shouldn't have been in. Shot, knocks down both of them, just pushing the lead away here.
So Cam taking the point guard role here with 1:34 on the clock. Denzel Ubiaro on defense. Again, Surrey just looking a little out of sorts right now of what actually they're trying to do.
Yeah, taking too long to get into their sets right now. That's their biggest problem. Guys looking at each other, not really sure what to do.
So Ashley Hamilton, Denzel with a cut. There to Elliot Sentence. Ashley with another cut, but this time pass has been picked off by Raftopoulos. Swings it to Cam. Cam Hildreth passes it into Winlass, who misses the layup. McLemore even, that's the one.
That was a nice move. It's just one of those things sometimes where you've done everything you needed to do right and just take your eye off the glass, and he just tried to kiss it in there and it didn't go.
Denzel with the free ball, got tipped from Cam Hildreth, but Sentence crashes the boards and puts that one in. And so those little things are making a difference right now.
Yeah, Raiders are just staying active. It's a slow-paced game, but that's playing it. Plymouth don't mind grinding this out. They'll be absolutely fine. They're running their sets nice and clean. At the moment, it's Surrey that are struggling.
Free ball doesn't drop, and Elliot Sentence with another rebound. Comes Denzel Ubiaro. Just waiting patiently. 11 seconds, 10 seconds now on the clock. Ashley Hamilton comes up to the screen. Denzel sends him off. He's happy to go one-on-one with Cam Hildreth. He gets the shot off. Does it fall? No, it doesn't. Tough shot from Denzel Ubiaro.
Tough one right there. I think that in these moments, quarters, halves, end of games, whatever it is, I think you've got to be looking to go to Hamilton right there. And
Lacey James with just the one and no other scorers there for Surrey Scorchers.
Yeah, they're just struggling right now. They need to settle in. They need to run their sets. They need to get a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end, a little faster on the break. You know, let's see what they do.
So here we go. First play up to Raftopoulos for an open three. You don't want to give him too many of them, do you?
Well ran, you know, that shouldn't have happened right there. They lost him. You know, he's a perennial three-point shooter. You got to get him, run him off the line.
VC comes off the screen from Ash Hamilton, swings it to Elliot Sentence. He pulls the fake, attacks the rim, but then kicks it to Denzel Ubiaro. Nothing called, and the follow-up from Elliot was missed, but Cam Hildreth is off to the races to Tony Hicks for the free ball. Doesn't drop.
That could have changed the flow of the game right there. Nice defense from Rickman. He just made himself a presence for both of those shots, really.
So Elliot Sentence now comes off the screen from Will Neighbour. Still controlling the ball. Pulls up the free ball. Tough shot from Elliot Sentence.
Yeah, Raftopoulos would be frustrated right there. He did everything that he possibly could, and just a nice shot, nice play.
And here we are. Raftopoulos brings the ball up. Controls the game. Comes off the screen from Teo. Gives him the handoff, and Teo's going to attack the rim. Kicks it back out. Cam Hildreth's turn to attack. Good stance from Ashley Hamilton, but Cam Hildreth is a tough finisher.
What a tough move that is. He hit full pelt right into Ashley Hamilton and still finished. What a great finish for the young man.
So VC Dusha now.
Yeah, be patient.
Swings it up to Ashley. Swings into Will Neighbour in the post. He's going to look for that hook shot, and there it is. Doesn't drop. But he picks up the rebound after a tip from Denzel Ubiaro.
Nice job. Raiders are just staying poised. They're just staying poised right now, and
There's a lesson to all the young basketball players out there. Follow that shot.
Tough shot there. Wasn't necessarily the prettiest, but nice move over Hamilton. Made his size count.
And that's what I think maybe Surrey have got to do a little bit more with that matchup. So LVC Dusha now at the top. Swings it to Will Neighbour. He's not shy to shoot that. And that drops down. LVC Dusha gives him a little smile and says, there you go.
It's just too comfortable right now. They're able to get to their spots. Will Neighbour's getting to his spots. He's feeling comfortable, and that's a recipe for disaster. Nice move.
Yeah, just Elliot Sentence just dropped a little bit too far off him there on the crossover, and like we said before, he does not need an invitation for that shot.
Yeah, Hicks trying to keep him in it right now.
Will Neighbour at the top moves the ball to Elliot Sentence. Sentence is attacking Cam. Nothing from it. Swings it back to Dusha. Dusha off the pick from Hamilton.
There he is.
Back to Hamilton, who popped and created space. Doesn't drop. And here comes Cam again with another rebound and pushes the ball very well, Cam Hildreth. So Hicks eyeing up Sentence one more time. Attacks it in. Should have probably gone for the left-handed float on that run there, but he tries to take it off to Rickman, and again the pass isn't successful.
Yeah, he liked that matchup. I think he just got a little bit overly excited. He had the floater right there and tried to go to Rickman, and just a little out of position on that pass.
Denzu Biaro at the top right now, swings it to LVC Dusha. Dusha downhill, gives it to Hamilton with the dunk, and that's just textbook pick and roll action right there.
They're pulling Surrey out and wide, and all kinds of movement going on, and it's just a tough for Surrey right now.
Yeah, it takes it to a 10-point lead, so Surrey again really struggling to keep with the Plymouth Raiders right now. Teo misses the open mid-range, and Raiders won't give him any time to breathe as here comes Dusha in attack mode. He fancies himself in a post against Ratopoulos. He gets a foul but doesn't drop.
Smart move there by LVC. Took him down. He knows Ratopoulos really, really well, and fancied getting down into the trenches. Not very often you'll see LVC post enough this season, but
big man LVC
hey, nice
Dusha in the post. You know, Raiders doing a good job of just playing some solid defense. You know, and what I'm saying by that is I'm talking textbook stuff of just keeping your ground, putting your hands up, and not overcommitting to things which are maybe high risk.
Yeah, you got an 11-point lead right here, and I'm looking over at the bench, and you've got Ricky McGill, Mike Marcel, Chris Porter-Bunton, Michael Wacharobia all sat down whilst they're doing the business. You know, this is good.
Well, this is what we talked about, of keeping momentum, but actually still resting guys at the same time.
Yeah. That's it. Right over the screen.
So Hicks here now sizing up Will Neighbour, swings it to Lacey. He attacks, nice move and good handles from him, but the shot does not drop. A foul called off the ball, I believe on, was that on Will Neighbour? No, on LVC Dusha, yeah. Just being an off-ball cut, I believe.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be upset with himself there. That was a real flat shot from Lacey James. Need to be a foul there.
Ball comes into Hicks, swarmed quickly there from Mike Wacharobia. Has to bring it back out. Ratopoulos with a long free ball. And Big Mike with the rebound. Sentence off to the races. Dusha's in the corner poised. And the foul on the drive. Just love how quickly Raiders move in transition. LVC Dusha straight to the corner. Sentence straight off to the races, and you know, the ball's just moving very, very well.
Yeah, nice. Again, it's frustrating for Surrey because they're trying to be a little bit more physical, as I said they needed to do, and they're getting pulled up on that now, so it's tough.
So here's Hamilton. He's going to attack on Lacey as well. Surprised nothing was called there, but Michael Wacharobia again, Raiders with another offensive board and another basket off it.
Yeah, nice move coming right back at you. You see down the other end there, they had Lacey James matched up against Ashley Hamilton, and there was nobody of any size that could handle Wacharobia. But then Hicks came right back down, and that's going to be a charge.
That's a push. called it the other way. I looked like a charge.
Me, I tried to be a referee right there. I take that all back.
It did look like a charge, but I think what was said there was the push came first into the body.
Yeah.
And you actually see things like that a lot when you push guys into guys to draw fouls, and it does happen. Yeah. But tough call to make, but it's gone in favour of the Plymouth Raiders right there.
I think that would be the first and last attempt at me trying to be a referee there.
Yeah,
keep my mouth closed.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's one of those ones where you think you've got it in the bag, and then I've done this before. Then I've gone off and ref like Junior Summer League and nearly lost my mind. You know.
Yeah, it's a thankless task in my eyes, and they certainly get my respect for what they do.
Mike with another knockdown there on the free throws.
James having to step out now. Don't want to risk him picking up an extra foul.
So here you go. Plymouth Raiders with 22 rebounds. Surrey Scorchers with 6. And that's before even counting the difference of the offensive and the defensive as Teo hits down another free ball.
Too comfortable. You cannot let him catch and get set. And I know that Hamilton knows this as well. He put his hand up there to coach James, but you know, that's the only way they're going to get back in this game is if you let them find their spots. And for Teo, that is a sweet spot.
So here we go, CPB at the top, swings it to Elliot Sentence. And for Elliot Sentence, any spot's a sweet spot. He can get buckets from anywhere, and he shows that. And again, free ball from Sentence. Coach
Creon is frustrated right now. You know, guys are missing their assignments. That was a wide open Elliot Sentence right there with just, 2 passes. It wasn't a complicated X's and O's move.
Hicks with the move, doesn't go. Good defense from Chris Porter Bunton. Ashley Hamilton running the floor, sees Elliot Sentence open again. Does this drop for 2 in a row? Yes, it does. Elliot Sentence as he holds the free signal up high.
Yeah, Surrey need a timeout right now. It's getting a little bit ugly. Hamilton did a great thing there, secured the rebound, looked around, thought, okay, I can go myself. Eyes
dangerous, and you can see that in how aggressive they are to the basket. But then sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, this game isn't out of reach for them, but right now that they need to address some things. And I think one of them is energy, the other one is just movement. Not even ball movement all the way. Under the screen again. Come on, guys. There you go. Took a risk.
Yeah, very much so. You know, Hicks isn't hitting those free balls right now, and that could change at any minute. Here comes LVC Dusha. Comes off the pick from Big Mike. Swinging it across to Hamilton. Into Mike for the dunk. That's lovely ball movement from the Plymouth Raiders.
Yeah, great ball movement. I think Rickman slipped a little bit there and was hoping the ref was going to bail him out. Another big board.
Uh-oh, here we go. Free from free. No, it doesn't fall.
Man, if he hits that, I don't care. There's no crowd in here. The roof comes off, you know, and really getting going. I would have liked to have seen him hit that one.
Yeah, another foul there from Chris Porter Bunton. But again, a foul which I don't think needs to happen. It does slow down the transition, but it really doesn't look like Surrey were pushing the ball anytime soon there.
Yeah, it's the way he plays, though. You know, ultimately that's what makes him such a good defensive player. So I think you've got to forgive him sometimes for you know, sort of picking up those little niggly ones. But
well, you see the defense right there on Walsh and absolutely hounded him.
They're in trouble.
Good from Elliot Sentence as well, and Surrey really struggling there. What a good defensive set there by the Plymouth Raiders.
Great defense, hands up, didn't foul with the body. That's just a great job.
Walsh seems displeased as he keeps talking to the officials on the way down, but there was some good defense there for sure. Chris Porter Bunton now slips and slides, doesn't get anything off it, but pulls up the free ball. That doesn't fall, and here comes Surrey Scorchers.
Yeah, surprised to see Raiders not hitting the offensive boards right there. That has really been working for them.
Smart there from Hicks as he comes in and draws that contact there from Dusha.
Yeah, usually Plymouth do a great job of getting to the paint collectively as a team. Hicks could see that was just one-on-one. LVC knew that as well, so pretty smart foul, really.
Misses the free ball. Mike Ocharobia comes away with a rebound. Looks like he's got some issues with his goggles right there. I'm not sure if the ref's going to... No, they're going to let him carry on. He puts him back on.
He's all right. He's been there before. What a pro. Sorted it out himself.
Elliot's sentence being hounded, but he finds his way to draw that foul. You know, this is the beauty of having players who can control the ball under pressure. You know, as panicked as he may have looked from us here, he knew exactly what he was doing there.
Yeah, he did a good job. I do feel for Surrey at the minute, you know, that they have to do some things different. They're trying to be more physical. It's not working when you don't play physical from the start and then you try to do that. It's tougher to change the referee's approach to the game because it's been settled in.
Yeah, for sure. Bit scrappy there. No go for Raiders, but Walsh in transition and the poke back dunk.
Very, very nice. Rickman got up high there. Walsh just missing, come off front rim, and who was there? Energy of Rickman.
You know, Walsh is really struggling to get anything to drop, to be honest with you, and you know, it's causing multiple issues as he's going to the basket a lot.
Yeah. Evan Walsh right now, he's getting frustrated and he's getting caught up in the kind of games as a youngster you just don't want to do. You know, I'm spending a lot of time watching him now, and I think he's one heck of a talent. But you can see that he's missed a lot of shots. He's had a couple of digs at the officials. You know, as the game's gone on, as some calls maybe haven't gone his way. And right there, he got hit by the screen, and he wrapped his arms around the biggest guy in the court. And well, it's just frustration, like you said. Yeah, pure frustration. I think at the moment the only thing that could really help him. You say a minute at 13, you can't do too much, but I would say just, you know, almost let him, Cam Hildreth and Evan Walsh go a little bit and see if they can push the pace and change the outlook of this game, because at the moment it's too slow.
I certainly think someone from Surrey just needs to just step up and take the ball by the horns. You know, I'm looking at the bench now, and there's a lot of hands on heads, and you know, I'm not seeing anything which is going to spark that fire.
I mean, Raiders have done a good job of subduing Hicks, you know, so they're trying to get him into some other actions other than just the ball in his hands, but it's been tough.
Here he comes off the pick and roll. He attacks the basket. He kicks it out to Teo with a big step back. He swings the ball. Again, doesn't drop, but that's the rebound that they need. Gives Teo the opportunity. Doesn't fall, and yet another rebound there. This time Hicks goes and he's rewarded. So, and that's the difference right there. Two offensive rebounds, and finally they get something out of it.
Yeah, you feel like Plymouth have just dropped a little bit of a level here going into the half. Watching for Surrey, this next 38 seconds, they just need to get a couple of positives out of it, something that could shine for them going into the half.
You know, and the key matchups that we look for, Ricky McGill and Hicks, it's not even needed because, you know, Ricky McGill's sitting on seven minutes. He's been chilling out, and he'll probably stay there, I would say, now until halftime. You know, LVC, Chris, Dens, Elliot, they're all doing a fantastic job right now and showing the depth of this Raiders team. Yeah,
Morcell getting a good rest there as well, and it's good, sharing the wealth. Good hustle right there. There we go.
There we go. A little bit more energy there from Surrey, and that's good to see. Teo now, he's going to attack the middle. He draws a foul from Mike, and the basket is good because it was on the gather.
That's what you want to see Evan Walsh doing. That's what he's good at. He pestered Porter Bunton into a turnover, hustled. He was the one willing to put his body on the line. Gets the ball back to Teo, and Teo makes something positive. And that's what I'm saying to you is things don't look good, but you look at the score, it's not as bad as you think, and you just need a couple of little positives going into the half-time. They may have got it right here.
Yeah, you knock these two down. If you get another good defensive stop at a basket, all of a sudden the whole game changes, right?
Yeah, well, he just got one shot there, Paul, so, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll just carry on and just say what I want. I got a microphone. I'll talk about what I want. Right?
I'll say what needs to be said.
Elliot's sentence.
Stepped out of bounds. That's what I'm talking to you. Little shining lights.
Yeah.
There you go. Tough one there. You know, I don't think necessarily that was a dumb move. I think that just sort of tiptoed on the line.
Jay will attempt to keep you entertained throughout the half. We haven't quite figured out where the off button is on the microphone, so we just keep going.
Let's see what we got up our sleeves. Obviously, Pabs is a big part of this talking ball, so hopefully I can do it some justice. Got what he wanted there, Tony Hicks. He just kind of put his head down. Maybe if you were being really picky right there, Hamilton and Archerobia just moving the bodies as much as they had their hands up. But hey, look, this is what you want here.
Well, yeah, this is.
Wow, hang on a second.
So that was 4 fouls, I believe, on Chris Port-Bunting, but I don't know if it was him or actually.
Wow.
See if I've got time on my screen to watch this again. He attacks there, and yeah, it's definitely on Chris Port-Bunting on that one there, and the hands came across at the end.
4 fouls, and this is looking like it's going to be a 10-point ball game. It's not as well,
it's not as cut out as we thought it was going to be, here, and just as we got a little bit more relaxed and. Enver, the main man, hope you're listening. Big shout out to you guys.
So sure they're enjoying the game right now, that's for sure, and they just need to continue the good work here in the second half. There we go. Walsh starting on McGill again to try and frustrate him. This has definitely been a tactic that hasn't necessarily worked, mainly because he hasn't been on the court that long, but big three, missed assignment again right there for Surrey. They just got mixed up a little bit, and Moorsell wide open. I'm not really sure what's going on for them at the minute.
And that's going to be, if that happens again quickly, Surrey are going to all of a sudden drop their heads very soon, because you bring back on Mike, you bring back on Ricky, and all of a sudden buckets drop, and then you're back where you were before. Yeah,
that's got to be a tactic, I think, if you're Plymouth, is let's try and get into them early and take that away, but yeah, tough foul there by.
Yeah, veteran Teo knew what he was doing on that one. Mike was maybe a little bit too close, and you got to protect the shooters, and he's going to go to line for free throws.
Yeah, that's 3 fouls for Archerobia there as well, which is a big thing. You can't blame him there. I think he was doing exactly what Coach James wanted him to do, is chase him off the 3-point line. But like you said, protecting the shooters. If you get too close into their cylinder, then it's going to get called every time.
Ashley Hamilton coming in quicker than normal, but I don't think that will be an issue for Ashley.
No, he'll be ready to go. He'll want to play every minute. If you know Hamilton, he's a competitor.
You will know this as well. I want to shout out to Ashley Hamilton here, and he started posting stuff on Twitter about like big achievements, and he's talking about how like changing his baby's nappy and in a certain time frame, and stuff like that. Is that's athlete dad right there.
These are big moments for us basketball players. You need to realise that our maturing process is a lot slower than everybody else. Oh, nice move, Ricky McGill.
Well, that's going to be a strange segue into that highlight play when someone listens to it back, aren't they? We're talking about Ashley Hamilton changing the nappy and Ricky McGill then going in for the lovely finger roll. So here we go. Surrey Scorchers with Tony Hicks.
See the intensity's where it needs to be at here for Raiders.
Nice little fadeaway jump shot. Doesn't fall. Will Neighbour comes away with that. And LVC brings the ball up now for Plymouth Raiders.
It's interesting, you got LBC and Ricky McGill on the floor right now. I think they really want to control things on the offensive end. Wow.
He gets to the basket with so much ease, Ricky McGill. He misses that one, but here comes Tony Hicks. He passes it into Walsh with the floater. Again, it doesn't fall for Walsh. And he tries one more time. Will Neighbour puts a foul on him.
Yep.
But Walsh is just getting frustrated. You can see it now. He's not scoring the ball. He's caused fouls, and it's definitely getting to him, and
he's just got to keep his energy right now. That's the thing. That's what kept that play alive there. He tried that little floater. That is a tough shot. Lacey James with the tip back, and just when you think it was in, it rims out, and he kept his head there to get that rebound and draw the foul.
You know, if you're Plymouth Raiders right now, you're going to try and ensure that he gets as little time at the basket as possible. Every time he goes up the shot, if you're not in foul trouble, you're probably going to give him one, just to ensure that he doesn't gain any confidence. And you know, you probably see that a little bit now going into the rest of the game.
Yeah, still that 10-point game right now, so I think Raiders would just want to keep it there or thereabouts. Yeah, McLemore too close.
Yeah, Ricky McGill is way too nifty out there, and McLemore, you can't play that close on Ricky because he will go by you.
Yeah, he's too crafty, McLemore there, saying that he was grabbing his leg, which he absolutely was doing, but that's what crafty guards do to get you to foul. So here we go, Cameron Hildreth in the game. Nice to see it. I think he's been out a little bit too long in my opinion, so hopefully he can bring some energy and get him going.
So here we go, Will Neighbour in control there. Ricky's going to cut through while VC Dusha comes to the handoff.
Yeah.
Morcell now attacks. Great defense from Cameron Hildreth right there. And again from controlling Mike Morcell. But that's just too good for Mike Morcell. Because great defense, but great offense at the same time.
Yeah, I think one thing I will say though, and we've seen this, and it did hurt them against Leicester, is they've got to be a little bit tighter with those handles. You know, they get lost there. That was a great, tough shot. But again, we've seen this in big moments happen for Raiders. They need to learn and grow from that. Oh.
Pass doesn't quite get through, but Will's come away with it. That's to Morcell, and in it goes. He is one of the best at the baseline drive, Mike Morcell.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. There was zero help there for Cameron Hildreth, and that just, is going to compound the problem here for Surrey.
Tony Hicks moves up to Teo, swings it to Walsh. Walsh guarded by Ricky McGill. Cameron Hildreth
magic
now.
Here we go.
He wants to go 1v1 against LVC Dusha. LVC Dusha gets a knee on that. And great sort of defense there, just getting in the way and being disruptive.
Yeah, I think Plymouth have got to keep this intensity up right now. And I think if they can finish this quarter kind of keeping Surrey subdued the way that they are, I can see the heads dropping even further.
Lacey James with a tough fade away.
Finally coming to the party.
Didn't see that coming, based on just the game that he's been having so far. But tough move. So here comes Dusha. Tries to attack Cameron Hildreth. Passes it into Ricky McGill. A little assist from Will Neighbour.
He's just very, very crafty, very, very savvy guard, isn't he?
Very much so. And he's really found his own in the BBL for sure. So Cameron's attacking on Will Neighbour. That's a tough angle. Will comes away with it this time. McGill now to bring the ball up the side. Guarded by Tony Hicks. McGill puts on the burners but loses control of the ball right there. He saw Mike Morcell but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, these things just creep in a little bit. I think it's a concentration thing. You know, you definitely can't look at Ricky McGill and say that it's bad handles. It's definitely not that. I think just sometimes just got to keep their eye on the ball, that it's burning them at times. He knows.
So here we go. Up come Hicks, and what's good to see is for the Raiders fans, LVC Dusha calling the play as Surrey come up the floor. Comes into Lacey.
Nice.
And it's one thing calling the play, but stopping it's another one, and that was a great tough move from the big guy right there.
How many players do you see moving somebody like Ashley Hamilton just out the way that he did there? He's having a tough night, that's for sure, but Morcell again.
Yeah, well done from Mike Morcell there, and he drew the contact, sent his man in the air, and from there it's just, that's his bread and butter, just to get that foul in and go to the line. But you're right, Lacey's finally woken. Finally woken. He's one of the guys that, if you're on the scouting report with Surrey Scorchers, you're talking about him and Tony Hicks. It's the first two people you're going to talk about. And Lacey needed to put himself out there a little bit more, be a bit more aggressive, get those touches where he likes the basketball, and he's done just that.
Yeah, I think at the moment, if you're Plymouth Raiders, looking at this game as a whole, you'll be very happy with these sort of 15 to 18-foot jump shots they've been taking. That time, Lacey made sure he used his body, got to the bucket.
Yeah, what you need to see now from Surrey is actually That's fine. They're getting a score right now, but how are they gonna stop Raiders on defensive end?
Yeah.
You know, they need to come together as a collective unit and play some team defense, because there's a lot of pick and roll action from Plymouth Raiders, and you can't play with your one-to-one defense on that.
It's tough when your head's down and they're not necessarily collectively defending at the moment. It can be very tough. Like you said, lots of actions there for Raiders movement. Good defense, LBC right there.
Dusha with the block there on Raftopoulos, and now the ball's in his hand.
Yeah.
Swings it to McGill. McGill in the corner. He comes off the pick from Hamilton. Swings it to Mike Morcell, who attacks Cameron Hildreth. Mike likes it there, and that's why. Great footwork from Morcell.
Cameron Hildreth not happy there. Felt that he perhaps travelled, moved his pivot foot slightly, but that again, another savvy move.
So Lacey with the ball at the top. Hicks coming off the handoff. He's going to pop that one from distance. Doesn't fall. Will Neighbour with yet another rebound. And here comes Dusha with the ball. McGill swings it to Morcell. Swings it to Hamilton. Back to Morcell. He goes for a long distance, but that one falls.
Morcell is cooking right now. Absolutely, Creon needs a timeout. And really smart play by Hamilton right there. He probably could have taken that shot if he wanted. Extra pass.
Attacking. But they just need to help each other out a little bit and make each other look a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you a question. Does this look like a team that's fighting for that last playoff spot? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. And at the moment, the answer to that question is no. They look really low on confidence, and you know they've got this game in hand to get themselves right back in. They've got nothing to feel sorry about at the minute. They're right there or thereabouts. So
yeah,
got to keep scrapping, guys.
Oh, LVC just throws it a little bit too high. You know, it's nothing gained, nothing lost right there with Raftopoulos obviously at the other end. Couldn't quite get his shot to fall either.
Yeah, that would have been a really nice pass if Will Neighbour would just grow probably another 2 inches. You know, that would have been a superb pass.
So here we go. Hicks is now bringing the ball up for Surrey. Back to Raftopoulos, guarded by Morcell. Hildreth at the top, swings that back to Hicks, swings that to Teo. That's the ball movement we're talking about.
Yeah, that was really great basketball. The movement of Raftopoulos and Hildreth made that happen there, and then just the extra pass from Hicks. Great play. Nice pass. There you go. Look, that's a veteran guard right there. You know,
sure.
He just turned the ball over, just a little bit off on his pass. What does he do? The very next play goes to the very same player. Great play. And
Raftopoulos shoots the free ball, doesn't drop for him. Comes off of Lacey James. It's going to be a Raiders possession. But you're right, every time Surrey just look like the team that they need to be, Raiders quickly put a stop on that. Risky pass there from LVC. And the ball's back with Hildreth. He swings it to Raftopoulos. The ball seems to be moving a lot more. Back to Teo, but intercepted by Ricky McGill. He's going to put this down for sure.
Oh, there you go. Smiling on that one.
Yeah, don't underestimate the hops of Ricky McGill, but the other end, do not underestimate Cameron Hildreth.
All the great work of that dunk. Maybe had been a little bit undone as he went to challenge Cameron Hildreth in the air, and Cameron Hildreth said, what you can do, I can do better. Oof.
Yeah, Mike Morcell said, you know what, I'll just put a free ball in there for good measure. He was on 20 points. Wow. Here comes Tony Hicks back to Hildreth. He's going to give one back to him, but nothing but air on that one.
You could tell by the way it came out of the hand, just a little bit weird there, and that was a great sequence of events. The Plymouth Raiders bench, as usual, being told to calm down, but I like that. I love that energy.
I know. I had a little rant on commentary before about it. There's no fans, and the guys are getting excited. Let them be excited. Don't let them swear at anybody, or don't let them do anything which is going to cause a disadvantage. But let them have fun and enjoy themselves and create an atmosphere.
Look, Coach James is going to sit there. He's going to tell the refs. He's going to tell them to be quiet, and then he's going to turn around and say, "Keep doing what you were doing."
you know.
He knows the importance of this. You're absolutely right. There's no fans in the building. You have to create your own energy, and they do that in abundance. The league, all around the league, talk about that.
Yeah. So veteran move from Will Neighbour. They're throwing the ball off of Teo. So inbound ball for Raiders. Out to Dusha. Hamilton looking to post up Lacey James. We know he can spin from there. Has he got the toughness? No, he doesn't. It doesn't fall for him, unfortunately. And here comes Hildreth.
Physical battle right there. Two specimens going at it.
Yeah, for sure. Now Teo now is going to attack Will Neighbour. He kicks after Raftopoulos. Doesn't quite get the catch on it. Back to Teo, who's got the step. Doesn't fall. Here we go from Raftopoulos. And again, another miss. Great hustle from the young man, Hildreth. And this is the energy we've talked about.
Yeah, I mean, look, for Cameron Hildreth, you know, you could see he was a little bit low of confidence, and now all of a sudden he's come to life and he's doing those things. Look, if the ball's not going to come to me naturally, I'm going to go and get it. That is great from the young man.
Again, nice move there from Hamilton. He seems to be getting the better of anyone who wants to go up against him inside right now.
He's one of the most intelligent players in the league there. You saw that they weren't having it with the physicality, so what did he do? He went back down there, got in the trenches and did something else, did something different. And like I said, one of the most fouled, I think he's the second most fouled player in the league, and that's why. Smart play.
You know, Cameron Hildreth, he's now sitting on 4 rebounds and 6 points, but there's no stat just to monitor that effort that he's putting in. But it's all well and good coming from one. It's got to come from all, because Raiders are now just pushing away of this. You know, every time that we say there's something that looks good, it's not happening on a consistent basis.
Yeah. He said to himself in his head there that he can't afford to get down. He's got to go do something else. If it's not working for him from an offensive perspective, go make it happen. And you know, for somebody that young, that is great. You know, there's some veterans in the league that can't figure that out.
You know, here he is matched up now with Ricky McGill. But Ricky McGill's got the step on that pass. Unfortunately, he gets out of bounds, but very smart defense there. He was up on Cam to make Cameron. Every time I say Cam, I just feel that the mum is glaring at me, telling me off. So every time Cameron Hildreth gets that ball, Ricky's up on him. But as soon as that pass comes in, drops straight back to protect the pass. So here comes Hicks off the screen. Doesn't get any room off it, but tiny little bit of room there, and that's all he needs.
Silky little crossover right there. Not many people can lose Hamilton in that situation, but managed to throw him off the scent and knocks down a 3.
So Will Neighbour switches out to Mike Morcell. He comes off the pick from Will into Ash in the mid-range. That's his bread and butter.
Too easy. Cannot let Ashley Hamilton sit at the elbow. He's probably been doing that since youth development.
Hildreth now shakes and bakes, and he goes to the hoop, but nothing there. And it's going to go back on the Raiders ball.
That was a great move. And again, we've seen it pretty much all game from Surrey doing a lot of the hard work. We saw McElmore do it earlier, got all the way to the rim and then just didn't show the finesse there.
Oh, this is a mismatch. It's going to go in Mike's favour. He hands it off to Ricky. Looks like he's playing the big man there.
Just looking at the Raiders' movement, you know, Surrey are very static defensively. They're pulled out a little bit too wide, so these little backdoors, little moves. And Surrey now, at the moment, they're turning on the refs, and I don't think that is.
Yeah, that's not going to help you get back in the game, that's for sure.
That just shows you're frustrated, and yeah, it's not going to help. There you go.
And there's that frustration foul right there.
Yeah.
And you know, Raiders are beaten Surrey just by making 1 or 2 extra passes, making that early pass, pushing the ball in transition. And I just keep seeing time and time again, too many dribbles from Surrey. Too many one-on-one actions.
Yeah, they're in a difficult situation right now. Raiders are just in cruise control. They haven't managed to stem the flow. And now they're kind of, you know, turning against themselves a little bit and turning against the refs. And that's only going to end one way. So,
sentence off the screen from Will. He's at the top, being patient with the ball. Backdoor cut from Ricky McGill. He goes up, makes it look easy.
Great play. 5 seconds left. Here we go. Frustrating there for Cameron Hildreth. He thought Rickman was looking. He just didn't have sight of that ball.
Yeah, he seemed. So that was an interesting sequence of events right there. So Cameron Hildreth throws up a pass to a player that's not looking. Ashley Hamilton, full court lob, again nothing, and it was straight back down to the Surrey end because it touched nothing on the way.
No, I'm just looking at Yeah, he had enough time. That seemed a really long 2.1 seconds right there, didn't it? But Rickman gets the bucket to go. I was looking squarely at Coach James there as
ability.
Yeah, this is what they've got to do. You know, sort of coming into the playoffs. This is the group. You know, you've got to show your belief. You've got to share the ball. You've got to trust your players. It's all happening for them right now, and you know, I think Surrey are just making it a little bit too easy for them at the moment.
Yeah, so here we go. An early foul called on Ash Hamilton. So it's going to be a Surrey ball. That's Ash's first foul of the game. They're going back flat matchup. Ash is a tough defender. And it pays off. He picks up the rebound. Raftopoulos managed to steal the ball back. Hicks for the free, doesn't pay, but Raftopoulos again comes away with it. Him with a floater this time.
Yeah, got to be careful we don't get caught into the same game there. You know, Ricky McGill was looking for the referee to bail him out there instead of, you know, perhaps just see it for what it is and just keep playing defense. We can't get sucked into that same mentality. Got to stay poised now.
So here we go. Hildreth now at the top of the ball. He looks to take that free ball on McGill, doesn't fall. Here comes Ashley Hamilton around his back. Oh, pass under the legs. He gives it right back. Give me one more.
One more. He's taking it. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
That was a real shame.
That was some interesting ball movement right there.
It was great basketball. I mean, for Cameron Hildreth, I was really hoping that was going to drop. He's been just absolutely busting his backside to try and get him back in. But then the beauty on the break, the ball movement, it had everything. And then Mr. Senton's got a great roll, hometown roll.
Good defense there from Hamilton. And there it is.
Great defense, yeah. I mean, look, they're up big and they're still bringing this effort, you know, and that's what you've got to have. You've got to have that killer instinct right now. Just end this here and now, and great defense.
Apologies on the mics. I believe I maybe got a little bit too excited when the Ashley Hamilton pass went through the legs, and I was hoping someone was going to get that shot in a little earlier, so I could have toned it down a bit, but
you were a little high, but nobody can fault you for that. That was a great play, you know. You're going to call that, yeah. Not really sure what's going to happen there. I think
looks like Elliott's holding both his. Looks like he's holding his ear there.
He felt some kind of way there. I really truly believe
it
was
again
just
in time. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a quick look at it here on the screen in front of me. Talk through that. So, Elliott jumps to the ball, and it looks like
that definitely would have hurt. But I
don't think there was anything on purpose there. Yeah, I think it was just a really heavy impact.
I think it was one of those hits that brought out the Hulk in him there. He was wearing green, and
well, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I tried. Oh, silly! There you go. I mean, come on. Yeah. I think Coach James right now could do him a favour and sub him out there, because he's really frustrated, probably unnecessarily at Cameron Hildreth, and then poor Teo just
he was on the wrong end of that one, weren't you?
Absolutely got trolleyed right there, and that is not nice. Ouch. I think it's the right thing to do.
Paul James just bringing the troops, having a quick conversation. Very interesting sequence of events right there.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've all been there when the red mist hits. Just
But
Coach James showing a bit of faith in him there, just to sort of calm down. But I'd say that's one part of it of Elliott's game in the BBL where he's picked up some unnecessary fouls because of a reaction.
So obviously there's been the free throw then for Raiders was based on technical, I believe, and now back down the other end for Surrey.
Yep. Interesting.
Eyes on this for sure for the rest of the game to see if there's any afters. Hopefully not. Hopefully everyone can just get back into their flow and carry on playing basketball.
He's had a good 30 seconds there just to calm down, and Coach Paul's done his best sort of headmaster role there and give him a little chat. Here we go, back at it.
So Hicks at the top now. Swings it to Hildreth. Hildreth's going to take it one-on-one against Elliot Sentence and gets the foul. Doesn't make the shot. I think Hildreth wanted to do his talking then with the ball for sure. Drew the foul but didn't get the play.
I mean, look, you have to say that that's really, really crafty there of Cameron Hildreth. He realises that, one, he had Elliot off balance, but also I think that he could sense that Elliot was still feeling some kind of way and was aggressive and got to the basket.
So on comes Denzel Ubiaro. As we said at the beginning of the show, he today passes Anthony Rowe, Josh Wiltshire, and Richard Whitehouse for Raiders appearances.
Some big names there to be surpassing, so he should be very proud. Any achievement, I think, in basketball, you've got to take a second to sort of celebrate.
So Mike Morsell picks up the board after a couple of tipped hands there.
Yeah, just got to be poised and controlled now. I think things have got a little bit heated.
Yeah, I think what you're going to find now is from the officials, there's going to be a few more whistles right now. I think you're going to find that they need to just kind of calm everyone down in only the way that they can.
Yeah, take the energy out of the room in terms of the fact that it's bad energy, not good energy. So smart thing to do, I think.
Denza misses that one, and here comes Hildreth in possession with Surrey.
Evan Walsh sort of daring him to shoot right there, and
Hicks now's going to take it to Ricky, but Ricky just swipes it away. Give me that, he says, and here comes Ash Hamilton. He attacks Walsh, and a charge is called.
Yeah. Difficult one there. I think that Evan didn't try to initiate the contact, and that threw Ashley off, I think, as he was going to the basket and left him a little bit off balance. So, good work by Evan Walsh there.
Yeah, we had two defensive stops here, Ricky McGill and Evan Walsh drawing that charge. So here we go. Tony Hicks now off to Teo, the handoff. Now Walsh comes off the screen. He attacks on McGill. He gets a step on and gives it off to Lacey, who puts the dunk down.
What's the call there?
Basket is
good. Called the foul on Denzel there. He must have just swiped at the ball there at the last minute. That was a really nice pass.
I have to say, I did miss that. I'm going to go to my trusty laptop to see what the officials saw there as well. So Walsh got the step on McGill on the crossover, comes in.
Yeah, just sort of, I don't know, like maybe he kind of hit his hip there, or it seemed nothing there from that angle. Nice.
Oh my!
Oh, travel. Yeah, hate to comment on that one. I've already done that earlier.
I think I know what that means.
I'm playing no ref here. No ref.
Let's get back to the basketball. And Lacey James at a free ball. Yeah. Tried that earlier on and it didn't work out. But here comes Ricky McGill, puts on the burners, and a foul from Hicks. Unsportsmanlike called.
Really, that's interesting. I mean, look, Ricky got a steal there, very, very similar. That wasn't called. Came down the other end. Very similar move, so if it's a foul, it's a foul. I'm not sure.
But there seems to be no complaint from Hicks.
Interesting. I just think it's the way that the fellas have got ruffled has kind of come into Surrey's advantage, even though they're losing a little bit of time here. But Raiders just need to settle down and stay focused on the task. Nice.
Yeah, it's been a very strange fourth quarter with plenty of incidents, and I think it's going to be a long 7 minutes, if I'm honest with you.
To be honest with you, I thought I would see these fireworks from the first quarter. You know, a team chasing for the playoffs. I thought they'd be really scrappy and in the Plymouth Raiders' face, but we haven't seen it until the fourth quarter. And at the moment,
block there from Hicks. Denzel Ubiara is chasing back.
Nice pass.
Off to Walsh, and he makes his layup this time. Defense into offense, but here comes Mike Morcell for the dunk. And it's all well and good turning defense to offense, but you've got to get back on the other end.
Yeah, you saw Denzel. I think he's just trying to get himself going right now. Maybe forced it a little bit. Hicks with the block. Evan Walsh with a nice finish, and then let themselves
Walsh
down
again.
into transition defense.
Misses that one. Lacey James gets it, but Hamilton comes away with a tip. Morcell to Ricky McGill, who's going to control it for Raiders now.
Yeah. Back to that one-on-one basketball. That's a great move, isn't it? Got straight into the body of Lacey James. Didn't allow his athleticism to play any part. That was smart.
Yeah, he's seeing that from Ricky McGill. He knows when he's got the step on someone, and he's taking full advantage. Here comes Hildreth. He attacks now and gets the shot. So some end-to-end basketball going on right now from both teams.
Here we go. Give us the last 5 minutes, a little run and gun. Why not? Just for the commentators.
Will Neighbour with the board. Puts him on 9 rebounds, 1 away from a double-double to join Mike Ocharobia.
There we go. Gets to the line again. Sorry, just running out of time here. They just haven't been able to make an indent into this lead. Denzel Ubiara and Will Neighbour sitting down now. Michael Ocharobia coming back in, and LBC Dusha looks like just try and bring LBC and Ricky in now just to see this game out. It looks like.
I think maybe just to steady the ship a little bit here. We're like we said, we're seeing some run and gun, which it can be fun to watch, but it's certainly not fun to coach.
I think as Coach James, I just want to see this now slow down and just die a death, really. But me, I'm being a bit selfish. I want the fireworks.
So here we go. Lacey with the mid-range. Doesn't drop. McGill comes in with the board.
Could we be looking at the curse of the BBL show here? You know, he's player of the week and come out and just nothing's really been going for him tonight.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been the game that we're used to seeing from him. But that's credit to Raiders' defense and the matchups they've had with him. Here comes Mike Ocharobia into Hamilton. Hildreth comes away with the board for Hamilton's back.
Got to slow him down, got to slow him down.
And Walsh with the free ball. Nice. We're about to say the same thing. Too little, too late for Walsh there.
Great minds, but yeah, great connection for the two youngsters, and that's what I was saying. That's what I want to see is
Ricky McGill just twisting and turning, drawing the foul there.
Yeah, that's what I thought we could have seen a little bit sooner of there, is just kind of let the rain off of those two guys and see if you can get running.
So
goodbye, Marto McElmore.
Yeah, that's his 5th foul.
He struggled tonight to really get anything going, and
Chris Bortabunton having a little fun and dancing to the music as he comes off right there.
Yeah, he's had a relatively relaxed evening, I think. So
sometimes you need that, right?
Have a little fun. Well, you were saying that we need these guys rested. I think that even though you're seeing Ricky, Ashley, Mike Morcell seeing out this game, they have been able to keep those minutes down.
Yeah, Ricky McGill knocks down the first one. Currently 100% free throws from Ricky right now.
Commentator's curse. Here it goes. Beautiful. No pressure.
4 from 4 from Ricky McGill.
Good job, Ricky.
So here comes Hicks. Swings it to Walsh. Off to Lacey James. Cameron Hildreth now back to Teo. He likes that spot.
Chase him off the line.
Takes it to the basket, kicks it out, and the mid-range doesn't drop. Hildreth with a follow-up.
Good hustle.
Here comes Morcell. Could have called that one. We knew the foul was coming there from Hicks. Certainly not going to let Mike Morcell get anything easy. And that puts him on 3 fouls.
So unfortunate there. That's the kind of ball movement and player movement we wanted to see all game really from Surrey Scorchers, and then the hustle play, Lacey James on the floor, and then just it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. He passes it out and just happens to go straight to the long arm of the law there, Michael Morcell.
Michael Morcell.
That was very posh, wasn't it? Yeah. Call me a Jan Arant, bro. That was as posh as it gets. Made in Chelsea.
First one drops.
Oof.
But he follows it up, and it's going to be an end-line ball for Raiders.
Yeah, interesting there. Just a little bit short on the free throw.
They've got 6 players in double digits for the Plymouth Raiders right now.
It's been wow.
Doesn't fall for Ash Hamilton.
There we go.
And here comes Walsh, puts on the burners, little step to the basket, but again, he's really struggling to score the ball today.
Just not dropping for him. And maybe he could have dropped it.
LVC Dusha with the pull-up. The focus was on the cut in Ash Hamilton, but LVC pulls that one up. Now Ricky comes away with the steal. He sizes up Teo, doesn't drop, and rebound from Wanless.
LVC really is just such an underrated three-point shooter, and that was just a smart play right there.
Sorry, really struggling to get that ball to drop, and it's just not happening. Ooh, Mike Morcell with the foul right there as he tried to reach around and just tip the ball out of Wanless's hands there.
I think he should have just left him there. He looked like a train that was leaving the tracks right there, and possibly was trying to keep his balance, and maybe should have just left him to it. But clearing the bench now, Surrey.
So, well, here we go as well. Isaiah Walker coming in for Plymouth Raiders.
Is he coming in for?
Isaiah came in against Surrey in the semi-final, and the first thing he did was knock down a 3.
Yeah.
And then when he came here last time, when he came on the court at Plymouth Pavilions,
a nice dunk, didn't he?
No, yeah, was that Plymouth Pavilions? Or
I'm not sure. He got a dunk. I remember that.
He certainly did. Yeah.
Nice to see him, get that court time. Again, it's just minutes in the legs, isn't it? Experience for him.
Well, it's a great experience for a lot of these young guys, and they get to work out with some very talented BBL players,
Yeah. Got to make sure you box out the free throw shooter, though.
His first job is a tough one against veteran Dean Winless, and
big body move. Arguably should have just boxed him out. That's a little bit harsh on the youngster, but yeah.
So LVC Dusha at the top. He kicks the ball to Ricky. Ricky McGill takes it all the way to the hoop, and actually, Mike Ocherobia with the tip-in.
It's been happening all night, is that they're beating that first man, and that is it. That's all they've got, and they're able to get straight to the rim. And that's
Wanless 33% and Rickman 60%. Really easy stat just to look at it, in the simple eye and say, well, Raiders have just shot the ball a lot better.
Yeah, I think they've just been caught cold tonight, Surrey, sadly, and at times where we've seen them doing what we know they can do, it's just been too little too late here, and I think Coach Greer going to be frustrated with this one. This is this was the game in hand. Always going to be a tough ask to beat this Plymouth Raiders team, but I know he would have expected it to be closer.
The alley-oop thrown up, but didn't get put down, and here comes LVC Dusha. Swings it to Ashley Hamilton. He pulls up for 3, and that's just rubbing salt in the wounds.
He wanted that 100 points. You could see it in his eyes. He got his feet set, and here we go, 101 on the board.
Ball's up now with Cameron Hildreth. He shoots a free ball, doesn't drop, and here comes Ashley Hamilton away with the rebound. Free ball from the young man, doesn't fall this time.
Close. I'll be thinking here with 2 minutes to go, maybe Ricky or Hamilton or both, maybe get them off the floor. The last thing you would want to see is something silly happen here with 2 minutes to go with a lot bigger fish to fry.
Hamilton just picks up his 8th rebound, so he's just 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Swings it to Alvisi. Alvisi comes off the screen from Big Mike. Ricky McGill pops it in though.
Oh!
Ball doesn't drop.
All the hard work, unlucky.
Yeah, you can see Liam Langridge-Barker is raring to go in for the Plymouth Raiders, but the ball just not going out of bounds.
Yeah, get there. Somebody throw it out, come on.
Oh, Ricky coast to coast. Wow. What a finish and what a move from Ricky McGill. He is
a rocket up the floor, isn't he, you know?
VC Dusha just stopping to do his laces up, and Cameron Hildreth takes advantage and just goes all the way to the hole, and the foul is called.
Here he comes to the young man.
Yep, Liam Langridge-Barker and Leon Naziri coming into the game right now.
That's great to see. 1 minute 23 seconds. Let's see what they can do. Hamilton coming out, I'm guessing, will be Ricky McGill now as well. That's right.
Ricky McGill coming out.
Rest him up. Job done, guys.
On 20 points for Ricky McGill, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Ashley Hamilton, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Great performances all round for these guys.
He always ends up there or thereabouts, doesn't he, Hamilton?
It doesn't matter how he gets there, he gets there.
It doesn't matter how many minutes he plays, he gets there.
Free throw drops. .123 on the clock. Opportunity for these young guys, in a mixture with Alvisi Dusha and the experience of Mike Ocharobia. They're in good hands.
That's it. Let's get through the sets now. And nice, good screen.
Oh,
nice, there we go.
Take it anywhere he comes.
He called bank.
Isaiah Walker called bank, we promise you.
The bank is open.
Lacey with the rebound, he goes up and the foul is called.
And one. I think maybe just from the lack of bodies, Lacey James has had to come back in here with 52 seconds. But
do you know what I love right now is both teams here, and Raider, I know Raiders do it, is they're running these sets to create opportunities for these young guys to be involved as well.
Yeah, and that's great.
Alvisi was saying, Leon, you're taking the ball on this one.
Yeah, that's great to see, because what you want to see is these guys getting natural looks from sets. You don't want them coming in and just kind of trying to pacify them by letting them do what they want to do. And right on cue there, I maybe put the curse on young Naziri. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Naziri just running into Dean Winless, which is it's a tough wall to run into for sure.
He's a strong vet, that's for sure.
VC Dusha at the top. Comes off the screen from Liam. Liam swings to Leon. Leon to Isaiah. Isaiah attacks the basket, gets fouled on the floor. The shirt was pulled as he beat his man on the first dribble convincingly.
Yeah, Dean Winless very upset with his young rookie there. Felt he could have done a little bit better. Very, very physical foul, but Walker gets a chance to get a couple more points on the board here. Set yourself, take your time.
He's getting the support from his teammates, which is good to see. Always a tough situation. Second one doesn't drop, but Ocharobia gives it him back and says, hey, have another go. And that one doesn't fall either.
There we go.
That is all she wrote. Plymouth Raiders 106. Surrey Scorchers 82. A convincing win for Plymouth Raiders.